Hey guys, it's Entanglement. Welcome to my 10k build challenge in The Sims 4. And today we're obviously building a house in The Sims 4 that's less than 10,000 simoleons. And this was actually much harder than I thought it would be. Because, I never really paid attention to how much things costed in The Sims. Unless, I was adding furniture to like a house that I was playing, but other than that, I never really look at the prices. So this was kind of like a shocker to me. Like I never realized how much walls cost in the first place, and then how much it costs to just paint them. But yeah, like we went for a studio kind of vibe in here, and this place is actually inspired by the place that I live in. The place I live in, it's not it doesn't have any like interesting walls or anything. It's just a rectangle with like a room and whatnot, bathroom, kitchen. But like the layout, I guess, is kind of similar, like where the kitchen is and where the bedroom is. But yeah, so right now we're doing the kitchen, and we use a lot of the furniture is kind of city living stuff, like the used furniture that they have. So that was a big help to try to keep this cheap. And I tried to do some half walls here, but it just looked kind of tacky for this house. Like if you're not going for a more like higher budget vibe, then the half walls just don't look right. It just looks really cheap. And over here I was like trying to think, oh, maybe we should make the house wide, but I wanted to keep the like long skinny vibe instead of like rotating it. Plus I was too lazy to move it to another lot where it'd fit if it was wide. But yeah, here's the roofs. And I spent some time trying to do the roofs the way I want, like, because I changed the walls a little bit here and there, and then that kind of messes up the roof, and I had to redo it from time to time. But also the placement of the front door took a while to figure out. But in the end, we put it right here at the front, obviously. And building this house actually made me kind of sad, because I wanted to do these like cool columns and stuff, but those just costed so much money and it wasn't worth keeping them. And so I was thinking about like after this build, going back to this house and renovating it, um, to make it look nicer, like an actual place someone would want to live in. I mean, it's nice the way it is in the end, but there are like so many things that I wanted to add that I just couldn't due to the price. But yeah, so these columns, like I love this like entry thing, but we just had to get rid of it. Uh, yeah, so here's more roofing. And surprisingly, I thought this house, well, at first I thought this would take not too long to build, like just 20-30 minutes. But eventually, when I was working on it, then I realized, oh, it was going to take me like 2 hours probably. But in the end, it actually just took me like 45 minutes to build, which is still long for the way it looks in the end, in my opinion. But yeah, see, we're like editing the walls here, and I wasn't sure how I wanted it to be exactly. And I don't really do diagonal walls a lot. It's just hard to like. I feel like diagonals aren't the best thing to do in The Sims. And also, one thing that I'm not a fan of is square bathrooms in The Sims. But there was like not a perfect way to like put the door and place everything else where it was like a 2x3 or whatever. So I just did the 3x3 bathroom. But I mean, it's fine. And over here is like the really ratchet living room with the smallest TV that they had. In here we had to strip down the exterior stuff, and yeah, the house goes for like a blue theme. Like I try adding other colors, but in the end I don't remember all the colors that I put, but it's not this gray and brown. I know that, but we kept this blue. I think we used that light brown for the house. Yeah, those, I think those are like the same colors that I used in the houses in Untangled. And for anyone wondering when the next episode of Entangled is coming out, I'm hoping to release it Friday, March 17th. That week is when I have spring break from school. So I'll be off the whole week, and hopefully I'll be able to film and stuff. Like, I actually have a lot of the episode filmed already. Like, I filmed it a long time ago. Like, maybe some of it might have been filmed in 2016. And some other stuff was filmed back in January. I don't remember the last time I filmed, actually. Because I'm not sure if any of you know this, but the second episode is actually half of what I wrote for the episode. So, like, the next episode that you guys see is actually also part of the second episode, but I'm just going to call it the third episode. Because when I was editing it, I realized it was getting kind of long, and I was only, like, halfway through the whole, like, episode, and it was getting to, like, 8 minutes long, I think. I was just like, okay, maybe we should cut this down, because it'll also make it easier for me to do shorter episodes rather than doing like 15-minute episodes all the time. But yeah, so Entangled, hopefully new episode next week on Friday. And in that episode, a little sneak peek, you'll get to see what that flashback at the end with Sophia and Melissa was. You'll also get like a little hint towards Sophia's little incident that was kind of like hinted in the first episode, like what happened. But oh yeah, anyways, we're done with the house. Actually, I've been rambling, but so here's the finished house. For 10,000 simoleons, this is actually kind of nice. I mean, if we had 50,000 simoleons, this could have been way, way better. So if you guys want to see me renovate this house, then just comment down below and let me know. And I can make this much nicer, and we could see what potential this house actually has. And we can move it to like a bigger lot and add a pool or something. That would be fun. So yeah, new episode of Entangled, the 17th, I'm hoping. Don't quote me on that. And if you have any suggestions for anything, just comment down below. And if you like this video, again, then give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And stay tuned for another video. So I hope you guys have a nice day or night or whatever it is, wherever you are. Bye.